Namaste. Before following any advice or practice suggested in this video, it is always recommended that you consult your doctor as to its suitability, especially if you suffer from any health problems or special conditions. Responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred as a result of these exercises and meditations. Namaste and welcome to our Tuesday Satsang broadcast at Tridevi Chamunda Mandir. I'm Yamajit, and I'll make a very quick camera adjustment before we get started. This would be a good time to get together any yoga props that you may require at this time. And some things that you might want: a yoga mat or a comfortable carpet, some type of cushion, blankets, yoga blocks if you have them, or the right thickness of book, chair, and a strap of some kind, even a belt or a necktie. And as we begin, you may want a little bit of support under the hips, a folded blanket or cushion, to the pelvis a little bit. And again, welcome and namaste. Thank you. Puja says hello too. So, a couple of quick announcements before we begin. So this coming Friday at 7 o'clock, for our Friday Puja and Satsang, we'll be doing the fourth part of our Matrika goddesses Satsang. We'll be honoring the goddess Vaishnavi, a form of Mahalakshmi. And of course, our Tuesday Satsang broadcast will continue through the month of June. So tonight, I'm going to do an extended version of the practice we did last week, the basic yoga practice called Pawanmukhtasana, and I'll be adding some poses to the asanas and pranayama that we've already practiced a week ago. And then I'm going to do something very different for our meditation when everybody is meditating in Shavasana. I'm going to do a couple of guided meditations, one where you'll be focusing on a particular area of physical tension. And then our puja tonight will be also part of that meditation. We're going to be doing what's called a Manasa puja, or a mental puja. So the puja that we will do will be part of your guided meditation, and it'll be an opportunity to personally honor your Ishtatevata, your personal deity. So a couple of people have signed on. Say a quick hello before we begin. So namaste to Deborah, who's there, and namaste to anybody else who is watching at this time. Yeah. So I invite you to find a comfortable position, either cross-legged on your mat, or if you're using the chair, seated in the chair with your feet flat on the floor. I invite you to close your eyes, and we're going to begin with long, slow, deep yogic breathing. So as you inhale, expanding the abdomen, and then the chest, and as you exhale, bringing in the chest and bringing the belly toward the spine. Long, slow, deep breaths. Inhaling, belly chest. Exhaling, chest to belly. As you exhale, letting go of the tensions, the anxieties, the cares of the day, the thoughts of things that have happened, the thoughts of things that need to happen, just let those drop away. And as you inhale, bringing in a sense of relaxation, a sense of being grounded and centered and focused upon the present moment. And if you would like, I invite you to make an intention for our practice tonight, including our Puja meditation. Somewhere important for the energies of this practice to be centered on. It could be as simple as the need to relax, to have a good, restful night, and a wonderful day tomorrow. It could be the desire to learn or to become closer to the divine. And in addition to ourselves, we remember those closest to us. And for tonight, I would include our friend Suzanne, who is presently recovering from a hospital procedure, and her son Jeffrey, who similarly has been recovering from major surgery. And we include all of humanity in our intention as well. So I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And we'll begin our practice tonight by chanting the syllable Om 3 times. Inhale. 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 And exhale. Slowly opening your eyes and straightening your legs. Rolling the shoulders back, bringing the fingers to the mat. Reaching upwards toward the ceiling with the top of your head straight back. Sitting for a moment in Dandasana, or staff pose. Deepening the spine. And inhale, opening the toes wide. And exhale, flexing the toes. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, pointing the toes. Exhale, toes toward the ceiling. Let's do 5 more. And rolling the ankles. And reverse. Good. And then, reaching behind the knee, you can use a strap as well. Starting with the right leg. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's do 4 more. And rotating at the knee. And reverse. Crossing over. Rolling the ankle a bit. Both directions. And then picking up the lower leg and making circles at the hip. And reverse. And bringing the right foot next to the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knee up and hug it. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 3 more in half butterfly. And straightening the leg. And then raising the left leg and inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's do 3 more. And making circles at the knee. And reverse. Crossing over. Roll the ankle forward and backwards. And raising the leg and making circles at the hip. And reverse. Good. And then bringing the foot to the side of the right leg. Inhale. And exhale, bringing up the knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 3 more. Good, and straightening the leg, maybe shaking the knees out a little bit. Then bringing the soles of the feet together into cobbler's pose. And you can grab the toes or simply slide the hands forward. Inhale, tall. Exhale, hinging at the hip, coming forward. Come forward as far as body and breath allow. Breathing. And a little more forward if that feels right. Keeping the back straight. And coming up. And finding that nice cross-legged pose again, taking a couple of breaths, feeling the effects of the practice thus far. And inhale up tall. Exhale, hinge at the hip again, coming forward, beginning to rotate to the right. Inhale as you come back. Exhale as you come forward, making circles, massaging the organs of the lower abdomen. The next inhalation, reversing directions. And coming up straight. Taking a couple of more breaths, feeling the effects of the practice. And we'll prepare for our first pranayama, Vastrika pranayama, also known as bellows breath. So you're going to be tightening the abdomen to make an exhale and then relaxing the abdomen to draw air in. Persons with, is not recommended for persons with uncontrollable blood pressure or panic disorders. During this time, it's recommended you just do some deep yogic breath. We'll do 25 rounds. So beginning with the first contraction. And turn to breathing normal. Take a couple of breaths, feel the effects. I find this very energizing. And now some seated cat-cow stretches. Inhale, bringing the chin and the chest forward, flexing slightly at the hips. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming back from chin to chest. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Let's do 6 more. Inhale, coming up straight. And inhale, raising the right hand. Exhale, bringing it to the mat. Inhale, rotating the left arm around, keeping the shoulder back, keeping both sits bones in place, and bending and breathing to the right. And inhale, pressing up. Take a couple of breaths. And inhale, raising the left hand. Exhale, bringing it back to the mat. Inhale, rotating the left arm around, keeping the shoulders back. Both sits bones in place. And breathing. And inhale, pressing back up. And taking a couple more breaths. And inhale, raising the left hand. And exhale, bringing it to the right knee. Inhale, kickstanding the right arm around, bringing the fingers to the mat so the back is up straight. And twisting gently to the right. Turning your head to look over your left shoulder. And inhale. Exhale, coming forward, back to neutral. Taking a couple of breaths. And inhale, raising the right hand. Exhale, bringing it to the left knee. Inhale, kickstanding the left arm around. Fingers to the mat, back up straight. Breathing, twisting to the left. Turning the head to look over the right shoulder. And inhale. Exhale, coming back to neutral, taking a couple more breaths. Good. And then bringing the left arm across the chest, hooking it with the right arm, stretching. And then switching arms. Bringing the hands to the lap, taking a couple of breaths. And inhale, both hands forward, fingers up toward the ceiling. Exhale, make fist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, palms to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the fingers to the shoulders. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 3 more. Then making circles at the shoulder. And reverse. Bringing the palms to the lap, taking a couple of breaths. And rolling the shoulders forward in circles, massaging the knees. And reverse the direction. Good. Then inhale, arms overhead. Grab the left wrist with the right hand and pull to the right. Inhale up. Switch hands, pull to the left. Inhale up. Pull to the right. Inhale up. Pull to the left. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Inhale up, grabbing opposite wrists. And inhale. Exhale. Bring the right hand to the head or behind if the body allows. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Inhale, arms overhead. Bring the fingers together into a basket behind the head. Bring the elbows back, shoulders down, and breathing. And inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the lap. And preparing for our next pranayama, Alum Balum, also known as Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So using the peace fingers on your right hand, bringing those to your third eye. We're going to be using the ring finger and the thumb. Bringing the thumb to close off the right nostril, breathing in through the left. Then closing off the left with the ring finger, exhale, and inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale, and inhale through the left. And continuing back and forth. And slow, deep, yogic type of breaths. And next time you're on the right side, exhale. And inhale through the right. Close off the right, and one final exhale through the left. Slowly bring the hand down to the mat. Taking 2 or 3 breaths, just feeling the effects of that practice. And then inhale, raising the head, looking up toward the ceiling without crunching the neck. Exhale, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, bringing the right ear toward the right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale back to neutral. And exhale, turning the head to the right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale, look up with just your eyes as far up as you can. And exhale, turn the eyes downward, looking downward as far as you can. Inhale to center. Exhale, looking right as far as you can. Inhale, center. Exhale, looking as far left as you can with just your eyes. Inhale, center. Roll the eyes to the right 3 times and to the left 3 times. Blink. And then to relax the muscles of the face, we'll do a couple of rounds of lion. 1, 2, 3. And one more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to add some asanas, some postures to this series. So beginning with bringing the left knee forward, crossing over with the right leg, finding Pawanmukhtasana, cow face posture. In this posture, your knees together are the nose of the cow, your flexed ankles are the horns. Inhale, bring your right arm overhead, and exhale, drop the hand behind, and bring the left arm around. Try to meet it, and breathe with a nice tall spine, shoulders down. Inhale, and exhale, relax. And then switch legs. So the right is below, left is above, ankles are flexed. Sitting tall. Inhale, left arm overhead. Exhale, dropping the hand behind, bringing the right hand around. Back straight, shoulders down, looking straight ahead and breathing. Good. Inhale and exhale, relax. Take a couple of breaths. And then transitioning onto your stomach. Bringing the shins of the mats, hands to either side of the shoulders, hands splayed, chaturanga or crocodile pose. And inhale, sliding the forearms forward. First, finding Sphinx pose. Backs of the feet are being pressed into the mat. The core is engaged, breathing. And inhale. And exhale, coming back to crocodile. Taking a couple of breaths. And inhale, this time engaging the arms and just coming up to the navel level. Taking a couple of breaths in Bhujangasana or Cobra. And inhale, exhale back down. We're going to do one more. You can either go to Sphinx or to Cobra, or if you feel flexible enough and like a little bit more of a challenge, you can go a little bit further into upward facing dog. Inhale up, breathing. Coming down if it's too much for the lower back. And exhale, back to crocodile. I'll take a couple of breaths. And as you inhale, engaging your arms and coming into tabletop position. Your hands are stacked right under your shoulders, slight bend to the elbows. And we're going to do 10 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, shoulders back, head up. Slight back bend, and exhale, flexing the spine, chin to chest. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Let's do 5 more. Slow, gentle, flowing moves. Good. And while in tabletop position, inhale and exhale, flexing to the right to bring the head toward the tail. Inhale forward, exhale left, inhale forward, exhale right, inhale forward, exhale left, inhale forward. Take a couple of breaths. Then inhale and exhale, bending the knees, bringing your forehead to the mat, coming into child's pose, resting in child's pose. Tucking your toes under. And inhale, sweeping up, bringing the arms overhead, slight back bend. And exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. I'm showing you a very basic sun salutation. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan diving down, bringing the hands to the mat, coming forward into child's. And inhale, Sweeping back, arms overhead, palms together, slight back bend, and exhale, hands to heart. Let's do one more. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan diving down, hands to the mat, finding child's. Inhale, sweeping back, reverse swan dive, palms together. And exhale, hands to heart. Very good. We're going to do a standing pose. Vrikshasana, tree pose. There we go. And with this one, you're going to have a choice. You can either do this freestanding, or you can do this with the support of a chair. So if you are using the chair, you're going to have the chair close by on your right side. Feet hip width apart. Lift the toes. Bring them back down, starting with the little toe to the big toe to establish the arch. Slight bend to the knees. And if you are not using the chair, then you're simply bringing the palms forward into mountain pose, rolling the shoulders back. Making any micro adjustments you need. And slowly transferring the weight to your right foot and leg. Find some fixed point on the opposite wall. That's called finding your drishti. So it's easy to pick up the left foot. And bringing the hands to heart center. Focusing forward. Bringing your left foot to kickstand against your right ankle. You can lift the foot onto your lower leg if that's comfortable too. And inhale, slowly raising the hands. And breathing as you grow your tree. Inhale and exhale. Returning. If you were using the chair, like I showed you a couple of weeks ago, you're just simply raising one hand. So on the other side, again, have the chair there if you want it. Otherwise, find mountain pose again, Shavasana. Take a moment, find that fixed point you're going to focus on. This time, transfer your weight to your left leg. Make sure there's a slight micro bend in your knee. The knee's not locked. So it's easy to pick up the left foot. Bringing the palms together. Finding a place for that right foot, either kickstanded against your ankle or up further on the lower leg. And inhale, arms overhead. Growing the tree. And again, nothing wrong with having one hand on the chair as you do this. And inhale and exhale. Slowly coming out of the pose. So in typical yoga sequencing, this was our apex pose. This is the pose that we worked our way into in our asana series. I'm going to invite you now to come back to a seated position. We're going to do a short cool down series before we go into Shavasana and our meditation. So first, beginning in simple sitting, maybe take a couple of breaths. And then straightening your right leg, left foot against the right thigh. Inhale, nice tall spine. And exhale, sliding the hands forward, keeping the back straight, hinging at the hips. Coming just as far forward as is comfortable. Breathing. Simplified form of Janu Sirsasana. Head to knee pose. Also called Mahamudra. Feel a nice stretch on the back of the leg. And inhale, walking the hands back. And then switching legs, take a couple of breaths. And inhale. And exhale, sliding the hands forward, stretching to the opposite side. And inhale, walking the hands back. And straightening both legs, toes up toward the ceiling. Nice tall, straight back. And inhale. Exhale, sliding the hands forward again. And stretching both legs. And inhale, coming back to center. Separating the feet, rolling the shoulders back with the fingers pointing behind, lifting the chest toward the ceiling into a nice little back bend. Just a nice little counter pose for all that forward bending we were just doing. And then I invite you to come on to your back for Shavasana and our meditation. As you position yourselves, I invite you to use your props. If you want a rolled blanket under the knees, if that would be more comfortable, that's something that can be very useful, or something behind your head to help keep the airway open. You can also, if lying on your back is not really an option for you, you can also do this as a seated meditation, either on the mat or in a chair as well. If you're on the mat, lie back, close your eyes. Palms should be up toward the ceiling. Arms a comfortable distance away from the body. And the feet a comfortable distance apart. They can drop to the sides. And begin long, slow, deep yogic breathing as we did in the beginning of our practice. And begin to feel as if a blanket of relaxation is beginning to cover you from your toes to your head. You begin to feel your toes relaxing and your feet. Feel your ankles relax and your lower leg. The knees relax. The thighs relax, both in front and in back. Feel the hips relaxing and the lower abdomen. Feel the stomach and the lower back relaxing. Feel the mid-back and your upper abdomen beginning to relax right up to the diaphragm. Your fingers relax, as do your hands. Feel the forearms relaxing and your elbows. Feel yourself relaxing in the heart center and the upper back and the upper arms. Feel your shoulders begin to relax, along with the throat and the back of the neck. Feel the tongue and the jaw relaxing, along with the muscles of the face and the scalp all the way back. And finally, feeling your eyes relax. Let your eyes become like two still, deep, dark pools reflecting moonlight. Now as you lay there in Shavasana, I invite you to become aware of your whole body. And be aware of one area where there is physically still a little bit of tension. And I invite you now to focus your breath and your awareness on whatever area that might be. Breathe in and out through that area of tension. Let the out-breath carry the tension away. Let the in-breath bring in increased relaxation. And let your breath remove that last bit of tension. And I invite you also, as you lay there in stillness and silence, focusing on that area, to just be aware of anything else that comes into your realm of awareness. Could be thoughts, mental pictures, memories, words in your head, emotions. Whatever it is, let it manifest. Acknowledge its presence and let it be carried away with the out-breath. Let things come, let things be, let them go. Observe them at a comfortable distance without becoming attached. Practice at this time detached awareness. I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath and just let go of that part of the meditation. Take another deep and clearing breath. Feel yourself in stillness and in silence. And now take a third deep and clearing breath. And see yourself now seated in the middle of a very old stone temple. The temple is lit with lamps. Before you is an altar. In that center of the altar, you see an image of your personal deity, your Ishtadevata, that form of the divine that you are closest to as an individual. See that image. Notice the details of it. And know that it is a reflection of something existing deep within yourself. Also on the altar are a number of objects. The things that you will need to perform your own personal puja to your personal god or goddess. You make an intention that you are doing this practice in order to know that divine presence within yourself that much better. So may guide you in the days ahead, and you may work as its instrument. Envision yourself bringing the palms of your hands to your heart center, bowing to that deity, and silently to yourself chanting the syllable Om 3 times. Chanting with each toll of the bell. You open your eyes, looking down at the altar, and there you see a small water pot and a spoon. And you take some water from the pot with the spoon and place it in your hands, cleansing your hands and anointing your third eye and your heart. Then sprinkling some water on the altar and its offerings. Upon the altar is a small oil lamp. You pick it up with your right hand, and you circle it 3 times in front of the image of your deity, blessing yourself with it, and placing it back on the altar. You see an incense holder. And you take the incense in your hand and light it with the flame of the oil lamp. And with your right hand, see yourself circling the deity 3 times with the incense and placing it back in the holder. You take the spoon from the water pot and sprinkle the altar again, just a few drops of water to cool the atmosphere. And then you see on the altar there is a plate of your favorite food you want to share with your deity. You pick up the plate, and with your right hand again, you circle the food offering 3 times before the deity, and then place it back on the altar. Upon the altar, there is a small bottle of perfume. You open the lid to it and put a little of the oil on your middle finger on your right hand. And you anoint the third eye of the deity image and your own third eye. And finally, you see a vase of flowers upon the altar. And you pick several flowers and you lay them at the feet of your deity. And perhaps decorate the image with the flowers. And then you bow before the image, giving reverence and thanking that deity for everything it has shared for you in your life thus far. Knowing that your relationship with that deity shall continue through his or her guidance, through his or her healing, through the things that he or she has to teach you. You then come into a meditative position, sitting cross-legged before your deity in the altar. You close your eyes and you hear the chanting of the syllable Om. And you just breathe deeply with your eyes closed and let that mantra take your awareness wherever you need to go at this time. Let the mantra carry you into a place of stillness and silence. And there, find a place of healing. Take a deep and clearing breath, letting go of the meditation and slowly bringing yourself back from this experience. Become aware of your surroundings, the sound of my voice, and any other sounds within the room you're in, or maybe just outside of that room. Feel the sensation of your body lying upon the mat or sitting in the chair. Feel the temperature of the air upon your skin. And I invite you to start moving your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Bringing yourself back into your body. I invite you to bring your arms overhead, stretch in both directions. And then, as you feel yourself returning, roll over onto one side and rest on your side for a moment. And then use your arms to bring yourself back up into a seated position, eyes closed. Bringing the palms of your hands together, rubbing your palms together, generating warmth. Bringing your hands over your eyes, feeling the warmth letting a little light come in through your fingers as you open your eyes. Massaging your face, your forehead, your jaw, your neck, your scalp, your shoulders, your arms. And bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Chanting one final Om to end our practice. Inhale. Giving gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight. And namaste. And thank you. So, as with our other practices, I invite you to use the recording of tonight's broadcast as a guided yoga practice. You can also use the meditation phase as a guided meditation. So look forward to you joining me on Friday night when we do our class on the goddess Vaishnavi and Puja tour. Vaishnavi being a form of Mahalakshmi. I again thank everybody for joining me tonight. Have a wonderful evening and a couple of days ahead. And again, namaste. Jai Mata Di.